Hi guys and welcome back again to the TechTech YouTube channel. Today we are going to take a look at the Sapphire's already familiar Tri-X model of R9 290X, but with a big difference in this other product in front of us, and that's the 8GB of VRAM. The product box comes similar to all other models that we've seen from Sapphire from before. On the front you can see some features pointed out, as well as a mention of the bundled HDMI cable. On the top you have a minimum system requirements and some specifications of the card, while on the back Sapphire put a detailed overview of theirs and AMD's features, as well as a general talk about the R9 290X Tri-X model and what can you expect from it technology-wise. Opening up the box, inside this another box beneath the graphics card we have the bundle tucked in, and here we have some user manuals, an optical disc which fell out of its case, Sapphire's badge sticker, very nice addition of Sapphire's mousepad, and an HDMI cable. And here's the R9 290X 8GB Tri-X card itself. The design of the card, or to be precise of the cooler, is pretty good looking, supporting this overall black design which is made out of metal and combining some yellow bits of plastic shell underneath it. The card itself is very long, measuring over 30 cm, so bear that in mind when measuring your inside case dimensions so you have enough clearance for it. Although this is not a VaporX chamber-based cooler, it's still massive and heavy, as through it runs a big aluminum heatsink in a combination with 3 8mm and 2 6mm heat pipes. On top of that we have 3 80mm fans, which are actually decently quiet if under 40% of their maximum fan speed. Unfortunately, as you may notice, there is no metal backplate like on the VaporX model, as well as the lack of Sapphire's IFC feature, which turns off 2 fans when the card is in idle. For connectors and switches we have the UEFI BIOS mode switch, 2 8-pin PCI Express power connectors, and next to it the Sapphire's logo, while on the front end of the card we have video output configuration made out of 2 DVI-Ds, 1 HDMI and 1 DisplayPort. Taking a look at the performance of the card, since we didn't have a 4K monitor at the moment, using the AMD's VSR we managed to bump up the resolution to 1600p for our testing purposes. The 3D Mark Firestrike 4K test managed to occupy around 2.5GB of VRAM, while on other games and synthetic benchmark we usually saw around 1.5 to 2GB of occupied VRAM. The only noticeable exception was Dying Light, where we were occupying almost 4GB of VRAM and getting around 30 to 40 FPS on everything maxed out. Other results were also pretty decent, from having benchmark with a score of 995 and around 40 FPS on average, 3D Mark 11 with the extreme score of 4781, Tomb Raider on ultimate settings running at 54 FPS on average in the built-in benchmark, and Metro Last Light with these settings getting around 25 FPS on average, also with a built-in benchmark. Far Cry was running smoothly at 1600p, also everything maxed out as you can see it here, outputting around 40 to 50 FPS, and bearing in mind the fact that we forgot to mention, and that is that this is a factory overclocked card which has 1020 MHz of base clock. Idle temperatures were as shown on this screenshot, just below 40 degrees Celsius, while being quite silent. Load temperatures were roaming around 75 degrees Celsius mark, making a pretty noticeable noise. According to the Corsair's Link software, our HX750i was pulling around 370 to 410 watts from the wall under load, while in idle that number stayed around 60 watts. Basically that's a rough estimate of around 310 and 350 watts of necessary power for this graphics card when doing firmware stress testing. Thank you once again guys for checking out our unboxing and review of the Sapphire R9 290X 8GB graphics card. Feel free to give us a thumbs up if you like this video, leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the product, and of course, if you would like to see more content like this, you can subscribe to our Tech YouTube channel, or you can check out our other videos from before.